What's going on, everybody? We're going to talk about the movie X, directed by Ty West today. All right, so X, pretty new movie, starring Mia Goth, Jen Ortega, who's been kind of blowing up. She was in You and some other movies or shows. Martin Henderson, Kid Cudi makes an appearance. So it's an interesting cast. Brought to you by A24 Productions, which does matter when it comes to this movie. To put it simply, they make movies out of the ordinary. Whatever genre it is, whatever it may be, it has a little bit of an art house direction, art house feel. You know that either the cinematography or editing or lighting, casting, something's going to be out of the ordinary, which I like. Their movies, for the most part, are either a very big success or they are a completely lost art house where, you know, you're just watching visuals and visuals and visuals. And the main plot of the film, a few young adults, few characters traveling to go to this location. It's an old barn to shoot a porno. The barn that they go to is hosted by an elderly couple that start picking them off one by one. Now, the movie's not that simple. It is not just a classic slasher where you're just gonna watch death after death after death. The one main thing that is out of the ordinary about the movie, in my opinion, and there are some other things. There's great cinematography and colors and editing, but what it really is it's a tribute to filmmaking and movie making and the movie making process, and it has references to old classics that you're gonna know and love. For anybody that's a horror fan, or not even just horror but just cinema in general, they kind of play to the idea of the filmmaking process. It's a movie about a group of characters trying to make a movie. That being said, I don't want to go into specific references because it is fun going into the movie knowing that there'll be references and kind of Easter eggs to other films, but not knowing what they are yet. You're gonna see everything from The Shining to Psycho or Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So it is fun. Now, in my opinion, it's too fun. I'm not a fan of horror/comedy. When I go see a horror movie, I really want to go for the horror. So it is horror comedy, but it seems like it's more comedy than horror. For example, when Jordan Peele first made Get Out, I loved it. It was great because the overall tone was exactly what I would expect it to be. It was dark, it was heavy, it was suspenseful. And then when he made Us, as soon as I saw the comedic approach, I think I get kind of turned off. It's just not my thing. I know some people love it, so I can't judge. This has that kind of silly humor in it, which works. It does work in the movie. But if you're looking to see something that scares you, this is not the movie. That being said, scare and disturb is much different, and the movie does have disturbing imagery as well as ideas, and it does disturb you in ways, but it's not something that will scare you. All right, there is a slow build up in the movie. It's not fast paced. It takes its time. However, I never thought to myself sitting back, what is going on? Can something happen already? Not once, which is a good thing. I really like the fact that the one specific character is really pushing this idea that they can make a movie outside of an ordinary porno film. They want to add a sense of art and direction, and it could actually be good and not just be about fucking, which the other members believe. At the same time, and in the same sense, Ty West is doing exactly that, except with a slasher film in a slasher genre that is not just about slashing. They do bring up some messages and some ideas about aging and sex in general, as well as relationships. So there is more to it. It's not a brain numbing experience. If you do just love the idea of watching the crazy kill and it's the classic slasher thing, the movie does have that. So it's not completely lost in that we're trying to be more than what we are kind of thing. They do actually have the fun kills, the gory scenes, and like I said, disturbing imagery. It's not all comedic, and it's not all just deep messages. It is a mixture of everything. Overall, the movie is an homage to filmmaking. It's about the filmmaking process and the idea of making a movie, seeing it on screen and kind of behind the lens as well. The movie's very aware of itself in that way. However, it does still contain the classic slasher components that people enjoy, and I enjoyed as well. A little too much comedy for me. I would be surprised if it went down as like a cult classic, even though it's kind of looking like it might be. And I am aware that Ty West already shot the prequel, I believe, during like the pandemic or something. So there will be more of these. Yeah, if you're a fan of films, I think you'll enjoy the movie. If you're specifically a fan of horror, I don't know, but you could try it. That's the breakdown of X, and I'll see you guys next time.